What was the first record you produced for us?
Rock Roll Outlaws.
Great record.
Great record. With a title song by the great Felix Cavalieri.
Right,
Yeah.
That's right. Felix
Yeah.
wrote that.
Yeah.
You're right. So where did we record
We
that?
did that in all of the songs except Rock and Roll Outlaws were done at Rockfield Studios
In
in Wales,
Wales.
where you did the first album, or most of
Right.
the first album. Yeah, it was out on a farm, and a big farm. And I had this thing in those days, which I never gave up, of recording instruments in all sorts of different spaces. So we'd have the acoustic slide in the pig barn, and we'd do the vocals out in the courtyard sometime.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't. It wasn't a live room, so I didn't room mic you up on that
Didn't we
record.
roll the carpet up for
Yeah,
the
we did.
drums?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was sitting on concrete or wooden
Yeah,
floors.
and it was a very primitive at the time. I'm sure they've upped it, but it had this old broadcast recording console that was just very distorted, and in a lovely rock and roll. I mean, people pay huge amounts of money on plugins nowadays to get that kind of sound.
Right.
In fact, brief digression, when I tried to remix I Want to Make Love to You, because Tony O'Tee said, we get this distortion on the voice. Can you get the distortion out? I said, no. He said, well, you try. I said, sure. And I did absolutely nothing. And then I told him, no, it can't be done, because it couldn't be done.
Yeah, actually, Dave Edmunds was absolutely brilliant on the first record.
Yeah, and that sound, that's the kind of sound people use today. People distort vocals. They didn't do that back then. It was all accidental. If you heard a distorted vocal, like
Because you had a crappy microphone.
yeah, like a lot of the early rock records, there's a lot of distortion in there, and people just, oh, that's a cool sound. But Dave, I think he was like, put the fader all the way up and fell asleep.
He was probably the first one that sort of heard about 11, right?
He heard about, I think he might have invented 11.
11, yeah. Dave
Might have
Edmunds
gone up to
invented
12.
11.
Might have gone up to 12. I don't know.
12 and a bit.
Yeah.
I think Dave Peverett, I think he had an amplifier that went to 12 and a bit.
Really? He would.
No.
He would.